Generic greetings and welcome to Construction Plus City Skylines Episode 1. This was pretty much inevitable, if I'm honest with you. I did a preview video and I already knew, pretty much by the time that video was coming out, that this was going to be a series, and there was a myriad of requests on that video. So, yeah, we're going to do a series on City Skylines. We will be constructing a city. Obviously, I'll be taking your comments, feedback, suggestions, etc. and incorporating it into the build as much as I can. So, let's go to new game, and we're going to go to a new map. Now, when I did the preview video, I did it on the Green Plains map. I have tried the Sandy Beach, that's quite good, but other people are doing that. I do like the look of Lagoon Shore, though, so I think that's what we're going to do. It has full connections for road, rail, water and river. And plain, sorry. Natural resources, there are some. It's actually very small build area. You can see it's actually 56% build area because of the amount of water, but it's interesting, so I thought we'd crack on with it. Now, as I said, I'll be taking your comments, suggestions and feedback and things like that, and changing the area around, but there will be some pre-planning that I really can't alter things. I won't be able to say, where do you think this road should go? It's going to be more of a case of, what do you think we should work on next? What suggestions do you have for this problem? That sort of thing. The typical stuff. The problem I had with the preview video in that first city is that I didn't think far enough ahead. I know, me. But I didn't think far enough ahead, so I didn't build the proper roads that I needed to build. So we had a lot of congestion, a lot of traffic problems, and you will always have that if you don't plan ahead properly. So I will be doing my best to really figure out what type of roads to use. There's sort of several different types of roads, and I'll be doing, big roads to go, basically ringing around the city. We'll have 6-lane roads, and even going into the centre of the city we'll have 6 lanes, and we'll use 2-lane roads to go off to things like the industrial areas and things like that, and then we'll do the single lanes to go to the suburbs and the little districts and things like that. So again, we'll see how it goes. It's about the journey, not the destination. I don't know what our overall goal is, other than just to have fun and make something interesting. That's the overall goal, like it always is. But I guess we should set ourselves an arbitrary number for people. If we say 100,000 people, if we can get 100,000 people, I would class that as a successful city. The game can manage 10 times that. It can actually go to 1 million, but I've seen some people get close to 1 million. I've seen a couple of people watch videos on. They've got about 500,000, and the game starts to struggle. In fact, you can go up to 1 million. And the one person I saw that was, I think it was on Twitch, he was streaming, he got up to 900-odd thousand, and it was starting to chug a bit, the whole game. But we won't get anywhere near that. I'll just point that out now. It's not that sort of thing. We're not going for biggest because, honestly, it's probably been done before. So I'd rather go for, I don't know, just something a little bit different. Different as we can manage. Obviously, it is a... At the end of the day, it's a game that, although you've got a lot of freedom, there are just better ways to do certain things. So we'll see. Right, so we're going to pause the game and have a quick look at the map, and it's a quite nice map. That's interesting. That one there, we've got like a sort of lagoon thing, like with a little river going off. That's really interesting, and very big open area there as well. That is very good. I don't know what we'll do, whether we put water around there or not. We'll have to actually see, but either way, we need to do some roads, but for some reason, I haven't got many roads available. Why have I not got many roads available? Where's all the other roads? We should have other roads available. It'll probably give me them in a moment. What's the tweet? What's the chirper saying? It's saying blah, blah, blah. Get on with things. So what I'm going to do is actually use bigger roads, large roads, for a ring around. So let's just have a quick think about how we're going to do this. I think we'll have... We need to split it off. We need to set the area out in a sort of... It's actually called Springfield. We're going to rename that straight away. It's not going to be Springfield. It's a generic city. There we go. But we need to section it off a bit like the Crystal Maze. We need to have an industrial zone, and we need to have a residential zone, and that sort of thing. So I think what we'll do, we'll have residential zoning on this coastline, because I think it looked quite good. So we'll have residential zoning coming off here, right? So we'll have a nice little windy road that goes all the way around here. Obviously, we can only build in this square at the moment, but we'll put some like nice housing around there. And as we go up this side, we'll do the same thing. We'll have some industry over this corner, because that looks a bit swampy and marshy. marshy, and I don't really know what sort of resources are there. It might tell me later on, but that's probably where we'll have our industry stuff there. We'll have things like landfill and other stuff outputting here. Anything to do with shipping? Shipping will probably be... Actually, I'm not really too where shipping would be. I don't think we can have shipping around here. It doesn't really make any sense to it to be there, because it means you have to drive all the way through here. Drive, I mean, pilot, no. Captain, yeah, through all around here. I think we'll have it there, but maybe we're thinking too far in ahead. Anyway, let's get some roads, and we'll start putting some areas around here. So this is where we're going to have some residential areas. So first things first, I don't know why it's not giving me any extra roads. Yeah, you have to build one bit of road for it to unlock the rest. I don't know why. We're going to do some 6-lane roads, supports high traffic, okay? So we'll connect that up, and then this will run into the center of the city like that. When we need to, obviously we don't need to do that at the moment, so we're not going to bother. In fact, what I might do I really need 6 lanes? Do I really need 6 lanes? See, that is 4 lanes. 4 lanes would do. Obviously, you don't want single lanes. That's just a terrible idea. I think it is a good idea to have a very large road going off this side like that, right? And run that straight down. That will allow us to pretty much connect up anything you need. And we'll do it from... We'll go along that side, along this side, and then up in the center. So that's where we'll have our really big 6-lane highways, okay? That's what we'll have. But then everything else that shoots off that, we'll then use 4-lane roads. So we'll use 4-lane roads for the rest of it. We just need to increase this 6-lane to about there. There we are. Okay, that actually costs loads of money. That costs 10 grand just for that bit. Ouch. Right. So we want residential around here. I will have high density residential around this area. I think that has parking. Yeah, with parking spaces. Supports medium traffic. So I guess we'll have sort of low density residential around this area. Then we'll get higher density around the center bit. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Obviously, we can always expand it around there as well. We'll see how these things go. So we need to just go for a bit of a double highway all the way to pretty much the end here. Why is that not snapping to grid? Toggle snapping. That's definitely not snapping. That's snapping now. There we go. And we'll put it to about there. Okay. So again, all the way to the end there. Not bad at all. I'll probably upgrade that to decorative grass so you can't park on that, but obviously we don't get it at the moment because as you can see it says reach population. I was going to put the mod on that unlocked everything at the start, but I like the progress thing. I like that. I think that's quite a good milestone thing we can... it's a good milestone thing. Right, so we need to build like a nice coast. I think, yeah, we're going to have it running along the coastline here. And need to be very aware of our money as well. So we'll run this road... I think we'll turn snapping off for this one, and we'll run this thing straight up, but I'm going to have to use a different tool here. I'm going to have to use the manually alter the curvature tool like that, and then sort of curve the road round a little bit, based on the land that we have. So, oh, that's a bit ropey, that's a bit dodgy, and there we go. That's looking alright, it's looking alright, and then to about there. Okay, there's that nice little road. I think that looks okay. Okay, what I'm going to do then, I'm now going to use roads that are a little bit off, right? What I'm not going to do is do just a standard horrible grid system. I'm not really fond of that thing. We will be using a grid system, but it won't be it won't be everywhere. So we'll use a grid system for things like industry, but I like the idea of everything being a little bit off and sort of a little bit more. I guess suburban would be I think it would be the right term. So we'll have it a bit more, it just looks it looks different. I think it looks better when you actually have it, curved roads and things like that. So curve it over to about there. And everything's just a bit off. In fact, even now, I've already messed it up because we've got too many of these sort of crossways where if you have too many of them, it looks stupid. So we'll get rid of a couple of them. We'll actually get rid of that. Then we'll sort of go like that. There you go. And that's what I'm looking for. This sort of weird looking... Yeah, there we go. That's much better. And then we'll say there and then into that area there. Oh, that's looking quite good. Yeah, I like that. Okay, we'll go to this area. There. Then we'll say connect it up to there. That's looking quite nice. I like that. Okay. I think that'll be about right. There we go. So there is one big chunk, right? That's where we'll have residential. So pausing it for a second because we need to figure out. We need to think, you know, power and water. So I do want to have, how much is that? Coal power plant is 90 grand. The overall idea is to use, I think we'll use nuclear power because I just think it generates loads for very, you know, for a small footprint and such. I do want to use solar power plants as well as geothermal. I think we're going to go for probably some wind turbines. We'll try and use, at the moment, we're going to try and do as sustainable as possible on this one. And how much does it cost? It costs 6 grand a piece. So if I put one, we'll put it around here because this is where we're going to have a lot of industry. You can actually see these are like the sort of wind flow estimates. So we'll be generating 8 megawatts around here. So if we put one, like on the, can you put it in here? Oh, you can't have seaborne ones. Yeah. See, where I live, there's lots that you can basically look out over the coast, and there's like hundreds of the bloody things. So anyway, that's 7 megawatts, 8 megawatts. Reckon it thinks about 8 there, so that's fine. Then we'll connect another one up. About there. Okay, there's that connect up. Then we'll run some power lines. Obviously, power lines we can get rid of once they are all sorted. I mean, once we've got this sorted, we don't really need that. Right. We'll do some water drainage pipes, and we need some inlet pipes. Inlet pipes will probably be over here, I think. Do I want them around here? No, that'll spoil the coastline. I could have them around here, so that'll be okay. If we put the inlets back here. And this will be like a, I guess it would be a, it would be like a bit of a, let me just pause it for a second, because I realise that we're actually losing money now because people will be wanting to turn up and they can't. So let's designate all of this as low density residential. I don't want to do the front bits. Oh, that's an interesting one. It looks like there's like little patches here available. I don't know what building you could place there. I also think that it would probably suffer from a little bit of subsidence if you built it along there, but it'll be interesting to find out what they can build. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, we'll pull that back out. I actually just noticed as well, when you got this grid thing here, the marquee tool, it actually its orientation is based on the camera when you're like that, when you're not clicking on a grid, but when you're on a grid, its orientation is based on the grid. That's very smart. That's very smart indeed. Right, okay, so we now have water. We also need some sewage outlet, which I will put probably over here, which we can't because I don't own that, so I'll put it about there, right? And then we'll run some water pipes along here. I do think the water pipes are a bit tedious, to be honest with you, because they just end up following the roads anyway. Let's just put the power into there. So that's now powered up. And that's about it. Right, so we are actually losing money now, and we've only got 10 grand, which is a bit interesting. So the chirper's chirping up. Already see birds and plants in the city. Oh, nice green energy. Cool. Yeah, they're actually saying we've done the greenery thing, which is good. Although you can guarantee that they'll be, you know, on one minute they'll be like, yes, great, you know, renewable energy. We're powering the entire city with just these things. And then as soon as the kettle doesn't work or the telly goes off because the wind drops down, they'll complain and say, why? Because you didn't want coal, mate. Right, so that's all that sorted. What else can we do? Well, what I'm actually going to do is go here to our economy and just check. Yeah, our economy, we're going to drop these both down to 50% because we're actually probably losing money. Yeah, we're losing money. Right, water. Water's in here. We need to just run the water around. Now, the thing I really despise about the water is that you end up just running... You do just end up running the water and sewerage around the around where the roads are. So I don't know why it doesn't just follow the roads. Anyway, let's just bring this around and to about there. There we are, and then we'll run it up these roads to about there. And that's everybody plumbed in, I think. And the sewerage should be all connected up. Yeah, the sewerage is definitely connected. I said it's definitely connected. That is connected. Yeah. Yeah, it's connected. Right. We have people. They are turning up. We're also losing a lot of money. Yeah, a real lot of money actually. 700 and odd per tick. That's not good at all. Right. I guess industry. Let's go to roads and then to triple road. Triple road down to, well, just turn snapping on here. Triple road down to about. Why is it not showing me the grid? Oh, it's because I'm not using this one. And that wouldn't. Yeah, we don't have enough money to get to there, so that's a new one. We're just gonna have to wait, I guess, for more people to turn up. So we'll speed up to max speed, and I'll have a sip of beverage. What they're saying. Threat of tsunami causes shutdown on nuclear power plants worldwide. Ah. That's an interesting one. That's one thing I didn't mention in my preview video. There are no natural disasters as far as I'm aware. I'm not sure if they're going to be added later, but at this time there's no real natural disasters. So it doesn't, you know, you're not going to get a tornado ripping through your entire city, as far as I'm aware anyway. It looks like there's no sewage come out of that thing, and I don't know whether that's good or bad. Either way, all of the towns are in here. That's quite good. That works fine. Looks like there's a high demand for industry and offices, and that's a high demand for commercial zone as well. So we are getting more people turning up, but problem is we don't have enough. We've got no real demand for anything. Right, what I'm gonna have to do, I'm gonna have to sort of cheat here, and I'm gonna have to run some road. I don't even have enough road to run this thing. This is really problematic. I'm actually losing so much money that, and I don't even have loans. That's an interesting one. I don't even have loans at the moment. You would think you'd have loans right at the start, because now I am basically going to become bankrupt very soon. We are receiving more people, and people's overall happiness is good, but it's more like a little holiday resort at the moment. So he's planning to build more industry, and he's saying he's an unemployed welder. Well, yes, I will build more industry, but the question is where? What I'm going to have to do, I'm actually going to have to designate an area as industry. See, I can't really do it. I really need to build roads around here. That's a problem I didn't think I'd encounter. Actually out of money at this stage. I'm only receiving one person. 2 people. I am actually going to have to put some industry around here. And then shift the industry, but this will pollute all this area. So we'll have to see what happens. So there's industry there. Obviously, we need to run some water pipe as well, because otherwise it just ain't going to function. Can't even do that. Can't even run some water pipe because we're out of cash. That is not good. Levitating cats, new trending topic on the internet. Oh my good grief. So yeah, that's not great. We are actually in the red now. 99, 71, 43, 14, and minus 14. We are now in the minuses. That's not good. That's not good at all. We're now receiving minus money. Oh, good grief. Right. And that's not really working out either. See, obviously all of them are shouting about being no food, no water. Well, yeah. There's no food... sorry, no food and water. There's no electricity, and there's no, like, sort of sewage and water. What I'll have to do is run it when I'm almost out of the minuses now. We're almost going to be on plus bank balance, but that's going to take a little while to go up. To be honest, as I said, this is a temporary measure. Oh, there's people coming along. There's a lorry. Why is the lorry coming home? He's importing... It says importing ore. From where? Follow the ore truck. Is he driving home? I don't know where he's going. Why did he go to the end to turn round? I don't understand. I really don't understand. I mean, like I say, this is a suburb. This is just where people live. That's really weird. Anyway, it looks like we are in the plus now, which is good. I don't know about a blackout. Yes, yes, yes. The problem I have is that I don't have enough money, or any money at all, really, to finish the pipe work. We are receiving people. We are receiving... Actually, we're almost to the point now where we'll be able to get a loan. As soon as we get a loan, boom, it's going to kick right off. Fantastic. Okay, and all of these are saying they're out of power, but they don't mean out of power, do they? Yeah, they do mean out of power. It's because I've got my budget set right low. So let's bring this budget back up to 110%, or just 100% on each of them, I think. And we're receiving minus money again. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There we go. Electricity available is good. Why am I saving minus money again? I don't think it's going to matter because we're about to break over the barrier for that. There we go. Congratulations. I can go to loans. I can go to the Silver Sunset Bank. Pause it for a second. Run a power line from there to there. That will power that up. And then we'll run water pipes from... Oh, we actually need to plumb that house in as well. We'll run a water pipe right down here. And then right along to the end there. Whew, that's close. Right, okay. So we now have healthcare. We have garbage disposal. We have all of these things. Right, so everything is now powered up. That's good. Right, yeah. Just got laid off because there's no more local retailers. So we're going to have to think about some sort of shopping area. Which I think the idea was to put it around here, but that's where the industry's going now, and I can't really afford to change it. What I'll do then, I will have... I still like this as the suburbs. I really do like that. What I think I can do is if I get enough money, or I should have enough money, to triple build this over to the back around here. Okay? And then I want double roads from there. Oh, that's actually going to do a bridge, which is an interesting one. There's double roads to about there, and then connect that up. And then all of that is now industry, okay? So we will make all this industry. Hang on. There we go. That's industry. We will de-zone that. That is not now industry, and instead we will have it as low density commercial zone. So we will move these along, and all of that will be commercial. So it'll be like a big shopping street. This is just to get going, you understand. This is, you know, we're just doing what we need to do. And it looks like that guy's shouting for garbage collection, which I understand is a problem. So we might as well get on that. So double roads again. We'll go up to about there. A little bit further, actually. It's going to have to be about... See, I'm just putting that in as a guide, so it'll be there. That won't build up properly. Is it there? There, okay. Go to this side, then we need landfill. I'm going to put landfill either side. There we go, and that's actually disconnected part of that, so I'm going to have to reconnect that up there. And then we'll have that one connected up to there. There we are. Okay, so now I have landfill. Obviously, it's miles away, but in the long term, there will be roads that will go and join these things up. So that's what we're thinking about, the long term here. Right. So there's all that sort. We don't have any healthcare. We don't yet have any education, but we do need to get that put in. What we'll do is we'll put a school around here. We'll have like a little park around here, I think. But I'm going to leave it there because I really... I think I just need to see how this goes for maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and I don't really have any questions for yourself. I don't really need to know any, you know, I don't really need to know anything. It's just a case of waiting, and I can't really build anything while that progresses on. So we're just going to see how this one goes. Where do you think we should go from here, really? I mean, next couple of episodes, what do you think the over long-term goal would be? I am thinking of, obviously, doing all of this industry. Once more industry's up, the money will go up. This one here, we will expand down a little bit, and we'll have different roads. And again, we're not going to grid system that, but we might have we're going to grid system all the industry. That's what we're going to do for them ones there. And that's just going to be a standard, what I would call very generic industry. In fact, the game calls it generic industry. It's not going to be specialised in any particular area. We could, if we want to, once we get districts, set to something else, because I don't know what this is. It's like it's darker. It might be a bit marshier for whatever reason. We could do some forestry, but it means we have to go to one of these sidenings. But we'll see what happens with that one. These suburbs, well, I think they're called suburbs. These look really, I really like the look of that, and they seem to be working quite well. That's exactly how I want them, but I do want to put some more trees. I want to put some parks in. But yeah, where do you think we should progress on first? More housing gets more people. More industry generally gets more money, and more, what's that called? The blue one. Commercial zone will get us more cash as well. I don't know. Yeah, just, you know, what do you think? What do you think? And I guess we'll go from there. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.